Welcome back. When you're down and troubled and you need a helping hand, you can go running to Willie Geist. We do every day. Here he is.
I won't be much help, trust me. That's a promise. Tucker, I bought one of those Mega Millions lottery tickets yesterday. I have. It's the first time I've ever played the lottery, but it was $390 million.
Wait.
What?
That's the first time I have personally seen you walking out of a package store with a lotto ticket, a 40 malt liquor, and a pack of Newports. It's not your first time.
Okay. A little old English never hurt anybody, Tucker.
Exactly.
But we have identified one of the two winners, and it was in the state of New Jersey. Unfortunately, it was not me. A guy named Richard Wilson from Cape May Courthouse, New Jersey. He's a line cook at the Bellevue Tavern. The pot was $390 million. We don't know what his cut is yet, but drinks are on him tonight at the Bellevue Tavern. So congratulations to him. Tucker, you know, she first lost the astronaut of her dreams, then she lost her dignity to a pair of diapers, and now Lisa Nowak has lost her job. NASA announced today that Nowak, who was charged with attempted kidnapping after she drove nearly 1,000 miles from Houston to Orlando to confront another woman, has been fired. NASA says the firing is not a reflection of the agency's belief in Nowak's guilt or innocence. It is probably a reflection, however, of their belief that adults who voluntarily wear diapers should not be flying space shuttles. I think that's probably true.
Really? I think that's discrimination. I mean, just plain and simple.
That she wears diapers?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, so she wears diapers and she threatens her boyfriend's lover with a hammer. That doesn't mean she can't fly a space shuttle.
From a government agency, no less. That ought to be illegal. I think it is,
She needs union protection is what she needs.
Am I the only one thinking here? I know I'm a TV producer at Heart, Tucker, but reality show. We get the three kids together, we put them up in the International Space Station, turn the cameras on, and just see what happens, right? Does anyone think that's a good show?
I would actually watch that. No,
of course
call
you
MTV.
would. Yeah. Well, she's going to go back to the Navy for the time being, but keep your eyes peeled for that show, if I have anything to do with it anyway. Well, Tucker, now to a reminder that love can be a very fragile thing, especially when it gets hit by a car. James Olwine and Katie Martindale of Utah got married in a quickie Las Vegas wedding ceremony on Sunday. And since we're now showing you a mug shot of the groom, you probably guessed the honeymoon didn't go so well. Just a day after the wedding, the couple got into a fight while driving outside Salt Lake City. Police say the bride then got out of the car, and yes, the groom tried to run her over a day after the wedding. Martindale, who we have to assume will keep her maiden name, was not seriously injured in the accident, or not the accident, but the incident. Her husband has been charged with aggravated assault with a vehicle. Now, Tucker, you know as well as I do, marriage is an adjustment, okay? We all have different ways of handling disputes, right, of resolving conflict. His way is running over with a car. It's time to step back and maybe accept that and see what we can do with that.
Yeah. No, I think they need to talk. You know, looking at their mugshots, it's hard for me to believe they're married, as you put it, in a quickie wedding.
Yeah, right. That was the real shocker.
They look tough enough to handle it, actually.
I don't want to point out the obvious or anything, but those quickie marriages don't have the best track record,
Not all of them.
People tend to get run over by cars by their soulmates after that. Well, Condi Rice and the State Department are sticking up for Borat, Tucker, and good for them. In its annual human rights report, the Department of State criticized the nation of Kazakhstan for a number of abuses, among them censoring Borat. The report cited the government's shutting down of the Borat website in that country as an example of the restrictions on free speech there. Borat is, of course, the fictional, bigoted Kazakh journalist whose movie has grossed more than $250 million worldwide. The government of Kazakhstan has threatened legal action against the actor who plays Borat because of his negative portrayal of their country. Now, Tucker, it's a nice gesture. Obviously, we get the point. But I have to laugh because Sacha Baron Cohen, as he sits there lighting cigars with $100 bills and sipping crude oil, I don't think his human rights have been violated too much. Do you?
No, I agree, and I'm against censorship always and everywhere except in Kazakhstan with this movie.
Yes.
I completely understand why they banned it. I think that's a fair response.
It's good, though. Apparently, tourism is up there, by the way. I just read a story about that.
Of course it is.
Yeah. He's good for the country.
Everyone's looking for cheap wives.
That's right. Finally, Tucker, Barack Obama might be the hottest politician on the planet right now. But when you get right down to it, he's just like you and me. He's got a weakness for Beyonce. Senator Obama spoke at a fundraiser held for him in New York on Monday night. And when he spotted Beyonce in the crowd, he said, quote, "I never do this, but can I ask for your autograph?" Obama then grinned ear to ear for a picture with her. The encounter ended there, though, as Beyonce's boyfriend, Jay-Z, unfortunately for Obama, stepped in between them. And, you know, this is a nice story, Tucker, but it doesn't tell us anything about Obama other than the fact that he's mortal and carbon-based and does everything else that other men do, which is worship at the altar of Beyonce.
No. Now we know his weak spot is kryptonite. Right. It's Beyonce. You know what I mean? I mean, this will be useful information for the rival campaigns.
I'm afraid she's everyone's kryptonite, Tucker.
Yeah, maybe. I'd never seen her before right now, but I'm impressed. Willie Geist!
All right, Tucker.